Guys, welcome back to yet another lit video. If you do not know me, welcome to my channel, y'all. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. Today's video is so different because I am plugging the girlies. Okay, I am plugging the girlies. In this video we're gonna talk about 10 wigs that I feel like are very important as a beginner wig girly, as a beginner wig lover, that is gonna make your wig journey super easy, because maintaining your wigs and learning all about wigs is not easy, doll, but you got me and I got you. Okay, so I wrote them down. I wrote 9 for now, but I think I'll think of the third one. And then some of the wigs that I'm gonna talk about, I'll attach pictures. And the reason why I decided to talk about this wig situation or wig information is because I did a video on my channel, on my TikTok channel, where I was speaking about propaganda that I'm not falling for wig edition, and it did numbers. It did pretty good, and I was like, clock it. So how about I actually speak about that knowledge, but now on YouTube? But I'm not going to talk about the same things that I spoke about on my TikTok, so that you can watch my TikTok and you can also watch my YouTube channel. Okay, and the reason why I'm also doing this is because on TikTok there was some girl that asked me, so which wigs should she buy as a beginner and all of that, and unfortunately on TikTok I couldn't really attach pictures of the wigs, so I thought, okay, let me do this on my YouTube channel. So if you're ready, and if you're ready for this video, don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. Okay, because I'm plugging you. I'ma tell you this one time. What I want you to be. So let's start. The first wig that I feel like is very essential and very important. I said essential and important, which means the same thing. The first wig that I feel like is essential for you to get as a beginner or somebody that does not know a lot about wigs is an 8-inch bob. So any 8-inch bob, whether it's brown, black, piano, and etc. I feel like an 8-inch bob is so easy to maintain. It is short, babe, and it is basically, I feel like it's an essential if you're starting off. You know, it will teach you how to maintain your longer wigs, you know, and stuff like that, because long wigs are a bit of work. So 8-inch bob, baby, I recommend. Okay, the second wig that I feel like is important to get is a water wave curly wig. A water wave curly wig is basically a curly wig that you maintain using water. That's the simplest that I can explain it. It is less density compared to a jerry curl or a pixie curl. So obviously as a beginner you don't want to go frustrate yourself with curls that will tangle, or curls that are like of the highest or density and stuff like that. So I feel like the best one that you can get for yourself is a water wave wig. Okay, water wave curly wig, which is super easy to maintain. You maintain it with water and conditioner, mousse, and I've seen some people on TikTok using Kelala. I've never used it. I only use water and conditioner, and it works very well. So that's the wig that I feel like you should invest in if you're starting off your wig journey, and also if you are trying out curly wigs, you know. Exactly. The third wig that I feel like is important to get is a 5x5 closure wig. There's different closures when it comes to wigs. There's a 4x4, there's a 5x5, and there's a 13x6, 13x4, and etc. So I feel like getting a 5x5 is important because it is a glueless wig, number one, and also it helps you maintain it because you don't need to install it, and it's a mafa, right? So you can do a variety of styles using a 5x5 rather than a 4x4. Okay, and it is just easy to maintain. So I feel like a 5x5 closure wig, super important, and you may have to consider that in your next wig purchase. The fourth wig that I feel like is important for you to get is a 14 inch, or rather a wig that starts from 14 inches going up. And the reason is I really disregard 12 inches, but I'm not going to talk about what I disregard. I'm going to talk about the wigs that I would recommend. So any wig from 14 inch going upwards is very good, but not colored wig. So any brown wig, piano, honey blonde, and etc. So that's also important. The fifth wig that I feel like you should get is a wig that is not a synthetic wig. Okay, I feel like it's very important for you not to get a synthetic wig, because a synthetic wig is very frustrating. And remember, I'm talking to people that are just starting off their wig journey and they don't know anything about wigs and etc. So I feel like it's very important for you to get a wig that is not synthetic. That way it won't frustrate you. That way you won't be biased towards wigs because you had a bad experience from synthetic wigs are just so difficult to maintain because they tangle a lot. Okay, so I really think you should consider not buying a synthetic wig. I know it's very tempting to get a synthetic wig because synthetic wig is very affordable, and as a beginner, obviously you may want a wig that is super duper affordable, but I feel like it's not worth it. Okay, it's not worth it. So moving on. Number 6, I feel like you should get a piano wig. A piano wig is so cute. If you're also trying to explore anything that is not black, because a lot of people do fall in the trap of just getting black wigs. So if you want to branch into color and stuff like that, you may start with a piano wig. However, there's two types of piano wigs. There's a piano wig for light-skinned people and there's a piano wig for dark-skinned people. The dark-skinned people piano wig has darker brown roots or darker brown strokes, whereas the lighter for light-skinned people, it is a bit lighter. I would recommend that you stick to the hair that complements your skin color, because it's going to give you a more appealing look, and it's gonna make you feel much better than when you get something light. Consider it like this: if you are light-skinned and then you wear dark foundation, it doesn't match and it's not going to give you what you're looking for. It's the same with wigs. It works the same way. If you're dark skinned, go for something that complements your skin color, and if you're light skinned, go for something that complements your skin color. However, I'm not disregarding getting the opposite. You can get the opposite if you feel like you're comfortable with that, but this is just my opinion. The 7th wig that I feel like is important to get is an ombre wig, and a good ombre wig, not a harsh ombre wig. An ombre wig that where the ombre blends in together, where you don't see where the ombre starts. Okay, I'll put a picture here as an example of what I'm talking about. That is a very nice wig. I feel like it's a touch, or it's like it adds in that touch, you know, that you get me, especially also, like I said, when you're trying to explore colors and stuff like that. Number eight rather, is a full frontal 13x6 closure wig. Full frontal 13x6 starts here. It goes from ear to ear basically, and then the 6 inches goes like this. Do you understand? So it's 13x6 on the line. Exactly. 13x6 or 13x4 is also okay, because 13x6 sometimes is kind of expensive. So, but like if you want a full frontal, obviously that's the full frontal that I'm talking about. I feel like as a beginner, it is important to get a full frontal as well, because it just, you are learning how to install yourself. You're learning how to, you know, and also full frontal gives you so much freedom in terms of the different styles that you can do. So that is important, and you should definitely consider that. And then number 9 is a honey blonde wig instead of a fully blonde wig, guys. However, if you get a fully blonde wig, you can tone it down. Okay, especially if you're dark skinned. I'm not light skinned, I'm also not dark skinned, I'm like more so in the middle. So I would get a blonde wig, but that has toned roots, or I would get a honey blonde wig. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, thank you. And then I don't know what the 3rd or the 10th wig is, but this is just my 2 cents of wigs to get. And I hope you enjoyed this video just as much as I enjoyed filming it for y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until we meet again, cuties. Mwah.